From Cardinal Television Studios, I'm Donovan Ruther, and this is your Fisher News Brief. A statue of Christopher Columbus located in a California park was vandalized on Monday. Someone tossed or sprayed red paint on the statue, which is located in Discovery Park in Chula Vista. Police say vandalism was discovered on Monday morning. City crews worked to remove all the paint. There have been calls from Native American and other groups in the city to remove the statue. They say statues of Columbus are symbols of genocide and land theft. A Louisiana deputy shot and killed a man who had been accused of stealing a box of chicken. It happened in East Feliciana Parish Monday morning. The family of 31-year-old Christopher Whitfield say he had a diagnosed mental illness. Bess Kesserly has the story.
A large group of onlookers gathered at this Texaco in Ethel to find out what happened to a man well known in the community.
Everybody know Bud, like he was a good boy.
According to the East Feliciana Sheriff's Office, Christopher Bud Whitfield was shot and killed by a deputy early this morning.
They shot my son down like he was a dog.
His family acknowledges Whitfield was attempting to steal a box of chicken and claims he was running away from the store when deputies shot him. But the sheriff's office could not confirm.
Is it true that he was running away when he was shot?
It's not necessarily true, but I'm not going to get too much into the details of what was going on at the time.
Chief Criminal Deputy Greg Ferris says the shooting stemmed from some sort of confrontation.
My son did what he did. They knew about my son. My son had Christopher in it, and he do stuff, but he didn't deserve to be shot down like no animal running home.
His family says the 31-year-old suffered from mental health issues and had a petty criminal history.
I mean, everybody had their faults. Everybody do stuff, but like my brother was really like the coolest person. Like it's so much. Like it's nothing I can say.
Officials say the deputy involved is on paid leave while Louisiana State Police and the East Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office investigate. Hundreds of people crammed into a school meeting in Georgia Monday night to talk about bathrooms. The superintendent had said transgender students could use any bathroom they wish, but he went back on that policy after receiving death threats and facing angry parents. Michael Sedin has details.
It's the controversial decision that's put the rights of transgender students at the center of a heated debate in Pickens County.
My concern is my son's level of comfort that is now being changed, and he has done nothing wrong.
When you sit here and you say that you think you're going to be a man walking into the bathroom with a woman, that's not the case. You're a man walking into the restroom with other men. A trans person is just as valid as you are.
For more than 3 hours, a standing room only crowd packed into the Pickens High School Performing Arts Center, where hundreds of people listened as supporters and opponents weighed in on the school district's decision to allow transgender students to use any bathroom they choose. And at times, things got heated.
I must say that a woman should be whatever she wants.
Putting this directive into effect without addressing the students and parents has created an atmosphere of anger, confusion, and innuendo.
Most of the anger was directed at Superintendent Carlton Wilson and his elected board members.
You tried to hide this.
After the meeting, I caught up with the superintendent.
Do you have any regrets about this situation?
If I could go back and change things, I would love not to have this.
So just to be clear, any student who's transgender now will not be able to use the bathroom that they identify with. They will have to use a neutral bathroom.
A neutral bathroom until I make an administrative decision on this or the school board either makes a policy.
Wilson made his first decision based on a court ruling. He has since said he was misinformed, and the court has not ruled on the issue yet. Taco Bell seasoned beef has been voluntarily recalled from locations in more than 20 states. More than 2 million pounds of seasoned beef were removed and discarded from Taco Bell's restaurants and distribution centers on Friday, after a customer reported they found a metal shaving in their menu item. In a release Monday, the head of Taco Bell's North American division said, "As soon as we received the first consumer complaint, we immediately acted to remove the product from the affected restaurants and proactively worked with the supplier to inform the USDA of our steps to protect our guests. There are no reports of anyone getting sick or hurt." TD4TD, it stands for Touchdowns for Trevor Daniel. A high school football team and a marching band showed their support for a Texas boy battling cancer. Madison Sawyer has the story.
The Greenville Christian School football team may have been on the field, but it was the Caddo Mills High School band cheering them on in the stands, all to brighten the day of Trevor Daniel, a Greenville Christian Eagle who is gearing up for another round of chemo.
Even beyond that, when we have our local community, like Caddo, reaching out to us and supporting us and being physically here with us at a football game, it's incredibly encouraging to us, and it just means the world to us.
The Caddo Mills band even missed part of a band competition to be at the game, something junior Madeline Roop says was well worth it.
This is better. I knew that this was his last weekend at home, and you know, he's going through chemo again, so this could potentially be his last homecoming game. So I wanted to have the band come out and make it special.
An act of kindness off the field that doesn't go unnoticed by those on the field.
Things like this happen. That football, the game of football is small compared to these things.
And Trevor's fight isn't just inspiring people in the stands. The team's helmets display a prominent reminder of the battles being fought off the field.
Decided to put these on the back of their helmets. We scored touchdowns for Trevor Daniel.
A boy taking on a big battle.
To have a front row seat to watch something like this, it's been really, really difficult, quite frankly, in a lot of ways. But the strength that he's shown, the resolve that he's shown, he's our hero.
And a boy inspiring his community along the way.
Always be kind to people. It's never too much to make an impact on somebody's life.
The school is also selling Trevor Strong t-shirts to help the family pay for the cancer treatments. Offensive pumpkins? A North Fulton County neighbor put up a sign censoring his own Halloween decoration because some of his neighbors say it goes too far. Justin Wolfen reports.
We get a lot of chuckles coming by.
It's not scary or even spooky, but Mike O'Neill's homemade Halloween decoration certainly stands out.
It's a pumpkin man that is mooning with his rear end being pumpkins.
But over the weekend, Mike decided to cover a certain part of that display with this sign after the HOA in his North Fulton County neighborhood asked him to take the display down.
So we said, well, make it less offensive, and that's when we put the sign up saying it's been censored.
Mike tells me he's put up this same display outside his home in the Grogan's Bluff neighborhood off and on for the past decade.
Great feedback, people laughed, lots of picture taken, people stopped their cars.
But this weekend, an HOA board member told Mike in this email, "We have had more new neighbors with small children move in, and they are finding it offensive."
And it's purely just to, break up the monotony of life, a little bit of fun. This is the time of year where you have a little bit of fun.
While he put it up just to make people laugh, Mike now hopes his controversial display might end up making them think.
Make sure we all are a little bit more understanding and have a little bit more sense of humor.
Mike says he hasn't decided yet if he'll leave that sign up or maybe try sitting the pumpkin man down. That's all for today's news. I'm Donovan Ruther with your Fisher News Brief.